let's get started.
Hello.
Hello.
Let's discuss different questions we started last time, which we called putting the world
to rights.
to rights.
So I think this would just be putting the world to rights too.
Trying.
That's the theme of this week. Alright, I'm just having a look at ones. Last time I think we only did like even 2 or 3 of them. Oh gosh, yes, we did about homeschooling last time, didn't we?
Yeah.
I've got lots of interesting ones here. Let's go for a more light-hearted one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I even have a horrible anecdote about this. So, okay, you can see it, but I'll read it twice anyway. Children do not belong at adult-centric events like breweries, fine dining restaurants, or late-night movies. So one more time for our audience. Children do not belong at adult-centric events like breweries, fine dining restaurants, or late-night movies. What do you think?
I agree with that, because when it comes to children, if they are surrounded with naked or semi-naked people, like in some nightclubs, or
you can't bring kids into nightclubs anyway.
Because they do not belong there. So and you shouldn't take them to pubs, because they will be surrounded with drunk people and.
Oh, pubs is fine. A bar, but not a pub.
Yeah, a pub.
Go to a pub for like lunch.
Yeah.
Pubs open at like 11.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Yeah.
but I have a kind of story about that. I used to work in a pub when I was 20. And just before I moved to Argentina for the second part of my year abroad, me and my friends went to the pub I worked at. I actually wasn't working there anymore. I just finished working there. And we went in the day because 2 of my friends came from quite far. So we went to the pub in the daytime. We were all dressed up nicely. Not for a nightclub or something. We were dressed up and I was wearing my goth outfit, which was very unusual, let's say. I don't know how to describe it, but I was covered up. But I looked definitely very, I stood out from the crowd. And there was a woman at the pub who was drunk, and she came up to me and my friend and started calling me a prostitute. And she was saying she would call the police because I'm a prostitute and I'm dressed like a prostitute, and that everyone is looking at me, and I shouldn't be dressed like that because there are kids there. I could find a picture of the outfit as well.
Okay,
it's literally just me wearing black.
Maybe you could upload a picture.
But in any case, I didn't say anything. I was shocked.
Because it was weird.
And she was shouting at the bartender, saying "Oh, just because you like what she's wearing doesn't mean it's okay." And he hadn't even said anything. And my friend Rory said, "Well, she's an adult, she can wear what she likes." It wasn't something revealing or inappropriate. Anyway, blah blah blah, this went on. And anyway, there were kids, they were playing and having fun. But in this case, first of all, I was in a pub, which is an adult-centric environment. It wasn't. It was afternoon, evening kind of time. And this woman was really drunk around all of these kids, and apparently that was okay. But I think the pub is fine because people go to the pubs and not drink all of the time. A bar, of course, no. But restaurants, I don't know.
No, as for restaurants, children can go to restaurants. So that's why I don't think that.
Why not?
Why not? As for late night.
You think they should be able to go to restaurants?
Should be able. As for nightclubs, definitely not, because.
But they're banned from nightclubs anyway, but they're not banned from these places. So
everything should be reasonable. So we shouldn't prohibit just for the sake of prohibiting. We should know whether this or that club is famous or notorious for this or that behavior.
But you can't go to a club if you're under 18 in the first place.
Exactly.
So it's kind of a non-issue.
Exactly.
But you can go to a brewery. You can bring kids to breweries, fine dining restaurants, and late night movies.
Yeah, but I for one wouldn't take kids to the brewery. Because they should have good role models. It's not about drinking. Although there is nothing wrong with drinking beer if it's good and if it's sensible.
I don't think it's about drinking though, to be honest. A brewery, by the way, I've never actually been to one, but I've heard a lot of people talk about this. Apparently, people bring kids to breweries all the time. It's not like a pub or a bar. Apparently, it's
No.
more like you do a tour of the place, you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
have
yeah.
samples of it, but
Yeah.
you can't like get wrecked there or anything like that. I've never been to one. I've
I've
never
been
seen
to a
this kind of
brewery.
thing.
It was in 2003 in Portland,
Oh, nice.
in
It's,
America. Yeah. And they had
Mhm.
their own brewery, and the beer was terrible. It was sour. It was not delicious at all. I think they forgot to add hops and malt, and yeah, but I don't know. It was awful. But anyway, it was interesting. But we were not kids. We were in our late teens. I was in my early 20s, so that's why it was okay.
What did you do at the brewery?
We had an excursion, so to speak. We just studied the way the beer was produced, and then we bought some beer.
I think that's cool.
Yeah,
It's like same as a chocolate factory. I like stuff like that actually.
yeah.
Yeah, I know my old classmates went to the Baltica factory like
Mhm.
10 years ago now when we were first here. But I think the issue is more that children tend to be quite disruptive.
Mhm.
No? Like, I don't know. What about dogs? How do you feel about people bringing dogs everywhere?
I don't think that dogs should be everywhere allowed. So it depends on the way if dogs can harm someone or something. Yeah. So we should be very careful.
Mm.
They are allowed in some places and not allowed in other places, and we
Mhm.
should bear in mind that. And even when I was in England, for example, I remember some people would have a sign: no dogs allowed, no cats allowed, etc. Which is not necessarily something violent or wild, because some people have allergies,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's why we should be
It's like throwing peanuts in the air or
yeah,
something.
we should be careful.
Yeah, my mum is allergic to cats. It's a lot more friendly towards dogs now in the UK, and I actually love animals. I also love children as well, but yeah, I thought that would be
Most
kind of a
people
low
are dog
stakes
people
one.
in England. Yeah, most people are dog lovers.
Yeah. Okay. Gosh, there's a lot of this. We'll do one from. Oh, do you want to choose the last one we do? Have a look.
Which one?
Health, wellness, and personal choice. Very good section.
43. Body positivity.
Okay, the body positivity movement, while well intentioned, dangerously normalizes obesity and its associated health risks. I humongously disagree.
Mhm.
I don't think it's being normalized at all, because every single time there's like, I don't know, you go on Instagram and there's someone who's like slightly overweight and they look happy. The comments are still full of stuff like, oh, you are normalizing obesity, you should lose weight. Like I don't think obesity has been normalized. I don't think the health risks have been normalized. You know, like, if anything, kind of the opposite has happened. I think people are just angry at kind of like ugly people.
Yeah,
existing.
people are being angry when they leave nasty comments, and it's not uncommon to find some comments like criticizing comments online. Unfortunately, I disagree with the way sometimes positivity is used by people just to promote something. For example, I remember in the late 90s, people would promote very thin, extremely thin,
Yeah,
ripped to the
absolutely.
bone fashion models. And some of them were thin because they took some special drugs.
Yeah, which is happening again now as
Illegal.
well. It's kind of
Let's
come full
call them, yeah,
circle.
illegal drugs.
It's called cocaine chic, heroin
Yeah.
chic. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And that's why. And when some young girls try to look like them, they had to take special drugs, and as a result, they died. Sometimes even died.
Oh yeah, or develop,
Or develop some
led to the development
health-
of like eating disorders.
Eating disorders are
Absolutely.
very common, unfortunately, and one of the reasons is that because we keep having serious problems with overeating, and not just overeating, but using additives in different
Not
foods.
unhealthy. Yeah,
Unhealthy food.
eating.
Like in America, I've never seen so many. I mean, most obese people were in America and in England. So when I
I
traveled
don't
abroad,
think maybe England now. Maybe where you were by the sea.
yeah, maybe, but mostly in America, and they were shockingly obese.
Let's say 2016.
And it was a taboo topic, but at the same time, it was a huge problem. So instead of promoting something like I'm against different parades, against different pride movements because they turn something into a carnival culture. So they promote such values. I'm
You're either
against
gay
it.
or you're not. You can't like make someone be gay. You can
No,
make
I mean
someone fat or thin.
you shouldn't make it a thing. You should, but you shouldn't make it a problem as well. So if you are obese, it's your responsibility to try and take care of your health.
Oh, yeah.
And you shouldn't leave nasty comments if you are fit as a fiddle and someone is not. So in this case, we should be more tolerant. We should be more positive. And again, we should be against toxic positivity.
I guess I don't really agree with the idea that someone existing publicly is like promoting it, to be honest. I think that's just, it's okay to like personally not like a certain group of people, like whatever, with LGBT
But you shouldn't
or fat people.
you shouldn't spread hatred. This is the point.
You don't have to pretend that you're doing it for some righteous reason. That's what I mean. Just
Yeah.
say that you don't like it. Don't
Yeah.
pretend that
Yeah.
like they are some scourge of the earth. Kind
Exactly,
of thing.
but
earnest.
choose the right words.
Mhm.
Try not to. I mean, hate mongering is awful.
Also, no one cares what we think.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's
that
the
goes
problem.
for me too.
That's the problem. That's why. Yeah, but if people looks better, they would hopefully leave nicer comments themselves, because they hate themselves
That's
and they start
true.
hating others.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's
massively,
contagious.
Mhm.
Hatred is contagious.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess
And-
that's kind of the motto for today.
Yeah, and this is the
Yeah.
last lesson we've learned today. So, hatred is contagious. That's why try and avoid it and be positive and be
Yeah.
friendly.
We had a nice few topics there today, so I guess we'll start to
Yeah.
wind down. I think we've had 3, 4 in each one. Quite a
Yeah.
lot today.
Have a good
Wonderful.
one. Cheers.
Happy weekend all.
Bye.